Hey guys, and yesterday I saw the biggest blockbuster of the entire year, Avengers Endgame. Yeah. By the way, I'm doing a complete spoiler review. So if you haven't seen it yet, do not watch this video because I'm giving out every single thing that happened in Avengers Endgame. Then you'll know everything that happened in it, and you won't go in fresh. You know everything that happened, who dies and who doesn't. Anyway, let's get on with it. So, Avengers Endgame. It was the best movie I've ever seen in my entire life. It exceeded every single one of my expectations. Even more better than Infinity War, better than any other MCU movie, better than any movie I've ever seen in my entire life, and that's exactly what it did. Just I was mind blown by it. Though I must say that it was very unexpected. Like the things that I thought would happen didn't happen, and the things that I thought wouldn't happen did happen. Like this, I was 99.9% sure Captain America was gonna die in Avengers Endgame. Guess what? He didn't. He stayed alive. I mean, he went back in time and stayed for the rest of his life with Peggy and probably gonna die of old age, but he didn't die in the battle or anything. But it's weird. And also the thing that I thought would not happen is that a past Thanos. They fought a past Thanos from 2014, and also another thing that I didn't think that was going to happen is that it happened 5 years in the future. I mean, I knew that from the beginning. They said that probably it's going to happen a couple years in the future. But then I didn't really I believed it, but then I didn't believe it. So and then I didn't do it, and then suddenly it was 5 years in the future, and it was 2023. So I wonder what's going to actually happen in 2023, right? Maybe the snap actually happens. Then 5 years later, in 2028, then they redo the snap. Though one thing I was kind of disappointed about, which is very, very low. I'm not disappointed for a bunch of things, but the thing I'm disappointed is with Thor, because he earned up so much weight, and he's supposed to be a noble warrior, and I do not think that he should have been super duper fat and stuff. I think he should have kept it. I know that he was just in a depression and stuff, that he just needed beer and stuff, but I think the Russos could have just done something else and not just make him big and fat. Another thing that I didn't know that I thought was going to happen and then didn't happen was that so less people died in Avengers Endgame. I thought that almost everyone was going to die in Avengers Endgame. Nope. Two people died in Avengers Endgame. I can't believe it. I mean, only Black Widow died, which I actually like her, and Iron Man, which I almost cried at that point, and which he was a heroic death. And then, again, another disappointing thing was that there's no post-credit scene, but they did put in when Tony Stark was made first armor, when that banging, if you actually stay till the end. And this is what I'm thinking. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but I don't know. You know that we found out that Jarvis was actually a real person, and then he got transferred into an AI. So that's why I'm thinking that Tony transfers his conscience into an AI, so then he's suddenly going to be an AI, and maybe he's going to be in the suit for Pepper, or maybe for if I keep the Spider-Man suit, or if it's Dot or ever puts on the Iron Man gig, and then he's the AI for her. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it's probably not true, but okay. Yeah, while we're in the middle of this, I just want to tell you the theater story that I had while I was watching Avengers Endgame. So, in the middle of the movie, when they were on Vormir, and they were deciding if they were going to, which person was going to die, like suddenly the TV just turned off, but the sound was still going. And then, like, I just covered my ear, and I kind of ran out of the theater because I did not want any spoilers. I know I could cover my ears, and I did, but I could still hear through. You know, the speakers are super loud. And, like, they were off for, like, 5 minutes, so then I went back in, and then they replayed it, like, a minute back before. So then, like, we had to watch the whole minute we seen before, and, like, it was very scary, actually. Like, everyone was waiting. First, actually, I thought it was, like, an intermission, because, like, there's been speculation of an intermission since it was 3 hours long. I thought, like, they turned it off for the intermission, but then they accidentally left the sound, but then it kept going. I was just like, wait, did the power come off or something? Then everyone was wondering that, and then suddenly someone yelled, pause the movie! And, like, suddenly they did, and then I ran out of the theater. Actually, paused the movie, and then I ran out of the theater. I went back in, and then the movie was paused. I don't know. That's just the theater experience I got. Like, it was very weird. Also, the Russos just destroyed everything that Taika Waititi, I don't know how to pronounce his name, like Taika Takaki, like, I don't know, the director of Thor Ragnarok ever did to Thor. Like, they made him have Mjolnir back, and they let him have his long hair back, which I actually personally liked his short hair way better. I was very disappointed that he grew out his hair again, and I didn't really like. So this is the thing that surprised me the most. Cap wielding Mjolnir. That was the most surprising moment in probably of all of the MCU, actually. I mean, yeah, that happened in the comics, actually, if you didn't know, that Cap actually wields Thor's hammer, but, like, I didn't think they would do it in MCU, and they did. I remember when we were in there and the crowd cheered so loudly when they found out that it was Cap who was controlling Mjolnir and actually saved Thor. And when Thanos was, like, pushing in Stormbreaker and almost killed Thor, I thought he was actually going to kill Thor. It was, like, so close to his chest. It was actually in his chest for a little bit, like a tiny little bit. And, like, Cap actually saved Thor's life. So, actually, if they didn't went back in time, if Thor actually didn't get Mjolnir, probably a bunch of other people would be dead, actually. So, that was actually pretty good for him to actually get Mjolnir back in Thor the Dark World. Also, another surprising moment was, like, the double-sided blade that Thanos had. Like, what was that thing made of? It could break vibranium. He destroyed Cap's shield. Like, what is that thing made of? And, like, I don't understand. Like, he could have just killed Black Panther there and then with the sword. He could just stabbed right through him since he can break vibranium, since he could just stab right through his Black Panther suit. Oh yeah, I must talk about the Lego sets. The Lego sets were so inaccurate. Like, super inaccurate. Like, Cap never had a motorcycle 10 times his size. He didn't even have a tiny little motorcycle. And also, there was never a War Machine Hulkbuster. There's never that. And like, Ant-Man and Rhodey were not on the same team. Well, for going back in time. And I didn't get that. And also, the Hall of Armor set, they should have released that in 2013. That would be way more fitting. The Hall of Armor didn't even show up in the movie. It was weird. And also the $80 set, there's never a Quinjet, like a big Quinjet, really. And like Thor had his short hair in these quantum realm suits. I get that actually because like they didn't want to give out any spoilers, I guess. And in the Hall of Armor set, he was never wearing the Mark 50 suit. He was wearing the Mark 85 suit, and they didn't clarify what number it was, but like from just concept art and stuff, it said Mark 85, and I don't get why it's Mark 85 actually. Why was it Mark 85? The Avengers compound, yeah, the set was accurate, like they were at the Avengers compound, but the characters, no. Because like Captain Marvel again, like she had short hair. Well, except at the beginning of the movie, she had short hair for the rest of the movie. But like, I get that because they didn't want to give any spoilers. But Thanos had a hammer. A hammer. Give him the double-sided blade, right? And I don't understand why they made Hulk have like his shirt off. He was Professor Hulk and had like an entire suit. He did not have his shirt off. And also the Nebula, she did not go back in time to Avengers compound. And what happened to the gold pieces on her head? Like, I don't get that because like that wouldn't really give out a spoiler. Just it's like, oh, okay, she's sporting a new look. It's just like from other sets, really. I'm gonna buy a lot of custom figures actually if I think about it for Avengers Endgame. And also, the Outriders didn't really have any of the golden Wolverine claws, and didn't have the shoulder armor and like claws coming out or for. Actually, they did. They just want to, I guess, crack that for Infinity War. But anyway, the Lego sets were very inaccurate. Anyway, the final battle, like, I know it was like an hour long. Well, actually not exactly an hour, but like almost an hour. But unlike Guardians Galaxy Volume 2, which it dragged on, Guardians Galaxy Volume 2 final battle was like an hour long also, but like I wasn't very interested like as much. But this one, I was tuned in the entire time. Like in the final battle, it was the best final battle in all of the MCU. The best actually moment in the entire MCU. Anyway, this video is getting kind of long. I mean, it's only 12 minutes. Seeing people with an hour long like video just talking about Avengers Endgame, but I don't want to do that because nobody was gonna watch the entire thing. So, just anyway, a great entirely movie, and also like a bunch of theories were true. Like they like Tony gets all the Infinity Stones and makes a gauntlet, and I love the callback to Iron Man 1 when he says I am Iron Man and stuff. So yeah, that was my thoughts on Avengers Endgame. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed Avengers Endgame. If you don't think it's the best Marvel movie ever, there's something wrong with you.